What's up, deckheads? A new month, a new Humble Choice bundle. I'm going to review this month's bundle and tell you whether it's worth your cash or is just plain trash. As always, all the gameplay footage was recorded with my deck in hand. That's right, all these reviews specifically look at how well each game plays and performs on the deck in handheld mode. And, new for this month, I actually have a spare Yakuza Like a Dragon Steam key to give away. This was easily the best game from last month's bundle and has hours of gameplay. If you want that key, all you have to do is leave a comment on this video. It's that easy. You can tell me what game you're enjoying from last month, whether you think this month's bundle is worth it, any comment is fine. In next month's video, I'll announce the winner, so make sure to watch out for it. Okay, without further ado, let's get started.
I see it, but I don't believe it.
Risk of Rain 2 is a popular roguelite third-person shooter game that has gained a dedicated following since its release. The game features a unique blend of fast-paced combat, procedurally generated environments, and a challenging progression system that keeps players engaged and coming back for more. The time pressure system in Risk of Rain 2 is a key aspect of the gameplay. As time passes, the environment becomes more and more hostile, with stronger enemies appearing. This forces players to constantly adapt their strategies and make quick decisions to survive. Do you stay on the current stage longer and try and farm better gear? Or do you push on instead? Decisions. Stage progression is also really fun. On each stage, you need to find the teleporter and activate it, which sets it on a warm-up timer while also summoning a powerful boss to try and stop you. And, in true roguelite fashion, you will die a lot. But, not to worry, just pick yourself up and try again and again and again until eventually you get that winning combination of power-ups to carry you all the way through to the end. The game plays really well on the deck, with no noticeable dips in performance and very intuitive controls. It's a great game to take on the go with you and get that quick gaming fix. Chances are, you'll find yourself saying just one more go, and before you know it, that quick gaming session has turned into a few hours. Overall, Risk of Rain 2 is a highly engaging and replayable roguelite experience on the deck that offers a thrilling and satisfying third-person shooter gameplay loop. Its unique time pressure system and various unique power-ups make it a must for fans of the genre. Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign is a complex and deep strategy game that throws players into the deep end from the start. Players must navigate a sprawling medieval world, making decisions that impact the fate of their kingdom and the broader geopolitical landscape. With so much going on, the game requires careful planning and strategic thinking to succeed. The game's intricate systems, including diplomacy, warfare, and resource management, demand a significant time investment to fully understand and master. With no real tutorial, it really throws players into the deep end and is likely to be a huge turnoff for a lot of players. The game does control well on the deck. It defaults to the usual mouse and keyboard controls and doesn't require any further tinkering beyond that. However, the text is tiny on the deck's small screen. I don't mind using the magnifier function every now and again, but needing to constantly use it to see how many resources I have is too much of a burden. The game also takes a really long time to load into the main menu. I'm a very patient person, but this was way too long, and this is still before even playing a game. This combined with the microscopic text, the game doesn't feel like a great fit for the deck. These types of strategy games are very hit or miss for me, and this one was a miss. It doesn't do a whole lot that is unique for the genre, and it certainly doesn't help that there is no easing the player into the game. If you're a big fan of strategy games, then not to worry, there are 2 other strategy games in this month's bundle that are much more worth your time. LEGO 2K Drive is an open-world racing game that delivers a unique and engaging experience for players, combining the beloved LEGO games and their wacky humor that we've all come to love with racing. One of the standout features of LEGO 2K Drive is its open-world exploration. Players will be able to freely roam the vibrant and colourful LEGO-themed environments, discovering hidden secrets and completing a variety of challenges beyond just traditional racing. The ability to transform your vehicles from cars to off-road vehicles and boats just by touching a different terrain piece adds an extra layer of fun and versatility to the gameplay. Another intriguing aspect of LEGO 2K Drive is the ability to build your own vehicles. Players can use the game's robust customization tools to create their dream ride, adding their own personal touch to the racing experience. Aside from just racing, LEGO 2K Drive also offers a range of other activities and challenges for players to engage with. These include puzzle solving, exploration, and even mini-games that showcase the game's wacky and humorous tone. The ability to restart open-world challenges at the press of a button is a particularly useful feature, allowing players to quickly try again without having to navigate back to the starting point. Over the course of my life, I have wasted so many hours just because challenges couldn't be easily restarted. You can really tell the game was developed for a controller. It feels at home on the deck. There was some frame rate stuttering, particularly when there was a lot happening at the same time on the screen, but lowering the graphics settings will likely fix this, obviously at the cost of visuals. Overall, LEGO 2K Drive is a refreshing and entertaining addition to the racing game genre, blending the beloved LEGO brand with a unique open-world experience and a focus on fun and creativity. This is one of the games I'm enjoying the most from this month's bundle. Warhammer 40k Battelsector is a turn-based strategy game that offers an immersive and engaging experience for fans of the iconic sci-fi universe. The game provides an insightful tutorial that strikes a balance between guiding the player and allowing for a certain level of exploration and discovery. The visuals in Battelsector are impressive, with detailed environments and units that capture the gritty aesthetic of the Warhammer 40k setting. The battles are quick-paced, allowing players to make tactical decisions and see the result of their actions unfold instantaneously. One of the standout features of the game is the ability to issue orders to another unit while the first is still acting. This helps to even further speed up games. Plus it looks really cool seeing your units act in quick succession. On deck, the controls for the default controller layout are not entirely smooth. There were a lot of times where I found navigating the menus and skills a tad clumsy, but the gameplay isn't really designed for a controller. Given the circumstances, it is mapped rather well even if the UI can make it feel a little awkward. The game also maintains a stable frame rate, typically around 40 to 45 frames per second, ensuring a smooth and responsive gameplay experience. Customizing your army is a key aspect of Battelsector, with a points buy-in system similar to the tabletop version of Warhammer 40,000. This allows players to tailor their forces to their preferred playstyle and tactical approach, adding even more depth to the strategy. Overall, Warhammer 40,000 Battelsector is a well-crafted turn-based strategy game that offers a compelling and authentic Warhammer 40k experience. I was a bit skeptical at first, but this ended up being a really fun strategy game and one of the stronger titles in this bundle. Enjoying the video so far? Make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and join the rest of us vent sniffers. I love that vent smell first thing in the morning. Miasma Chronicles is a captivating turn-based strategy game that blends in elements of exploration and role-playing. Reminiscent of the beloved XCOM series, this game offers a unique and immersive experience for fans of the genre. Set in a post-apocalyptic world shrouded in a mysterious miasma, the game follows the journey of the young protagonist Elvis, thank you very much, as they navigate the treacherous landscape, encounter interesting characters, and uncover the secrets of this strange and unforgiving environment. In terms of game mechanics and setting, the game is almost identical to Mutant Year Zero, which also combines XCOM with exploration and RPG elements in a post-apocalyptic world. On paper, I should have loved Mutant Year Zero, but it just didn't click for me, whereas Miasma Chronicles did. Maybe it's the setting or the way that exploration is handled, who knows. When starting a new game, the first thing you'll notice is the really slow frame rate. A quick gander of the graphics settings will reveal that the game is set to Ultra by default, which is just too much for the deck. The game is playable at medium, but it has the smoothest performance with the graphics set to low. Fortunately, due to the smaller screen size, the decrease in graphics isn't all that noticeable on the deck, but if you're a graphics snob, it might be a turn-off for you. The controls are very intuitive and will feel very familiar to everyone who has played this type of turn-based genre game before. But hey, if you're going to go ahead and copy a game, you might as well copy the controls too, right? The turn-based combat system, combined with the exploration and RPG elements, creates a rich and satisfying gameplay loop that keeps the player invested in the story and the challenges they face. Whether you're a seasoned strategy gamer or new to the genre, Miasma Chronicles is a title worth exploring for its unique blend of features and its ability to captivate the player's attention.
The streets were covered with giant sacks of eggs.
Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, is a very unique game. It plays a lot like a graphic novel, and normally I dislike graphic novels, but this game is proving to be a lot of fun. I don't want to spoil the story, so I won't say anything about the narrative, but it is a very unique and captivating tale. One of the standout features of Stray Gods is the way it seamlessly integrates musical elements into the storytelling. The soundtrack, composed of original songs, helps to drive the emotional beats of the narrative and adds an extra layer of immersion for the player. While the game generally maintains a smooth and polished visual experience, there are occasional dips in the frame rate that can momentarily disrupt the flow. However, these minor technical hiccups do not detract significantly from the overall engaging and immersive nature of the experience. The controls are also fine, although there's not really a lot you can get wrong for a game that requires very little controlling. Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, offers players a compelling and thought-provoking journey, where the choices they make can shape the narrative in meaningful ways. The combination of a captivating story, interactive gameplay, and musical elements creates a truly unique and memorable experience. This game was a pleasant surprise for me, and I am very curious to see how the story continues to unfold. A Guidebook of Babel is a unique puzzle game that requires players to analyze cause-effect relationships and traverse between different scenes on a timeline, making changes to alter the outcome. Set in a quirky, Terry Pratchett-esque world, the game blends elements of time travel and logical problem solving. The gameplay involves navigating through a series of interconnected scenes, each with its own set of characters and challenges. Players must carefully observe the cause and effect relationships between actions and events, then make strategic decisions to manipulate the timeline and achieve the desired outcome. This game's performance is generally stable, with only occasional frame rate stutters that do not significantly impact the overall experience. The controls are intuitive, allowing players to seamlessly move around scenes, interact with objects, and make adjustments to the timeline. Overall, A Guidebook of Babel offers a refreshing and intellectually stimulating puzzle experience, with a whimsical setting and characters that draw the player into its captivating world. I wasn't sure what to expect going into this game, but this one turned out to be a very pleasant surprise. Even if you're not usually into puzzle games, I think this one's worth checking out. Last game in the bundle is Empyrion Galactic Survival. When in the menu and starting a new game, the first thing I noticed was the lack of default controls. On the deck, games can be forgiven for not having a controller layout, but to not even use the default mouse and keyboard layout, this was a first for me. This combined with a slightly janky looking graphics, not to mention the numerous number of highly rated survival games already available on the deck with native controller support, I couldn't be bothered playing this game. Maybe you'll put some time into it? If you do, let me know in the comments. But it was just too much effort, making this game a bad fit for the deck in my opinion. That's it for this month's Humble Choice bundle review. Certainly not one of the stronger bundles we've had, but still a few decent games in there. Make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on next month's review, as well as the results of the Yakuza Like a Dragon Steam Key giveaway. See you next time, deckheads.
You hear me, Grace? What's going on? Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.